Good morning, class. In this video, I'm gonna go try and do the lab by myself, so I can share it out for the first lab. Okay. All right. So I have the topology on my right side. I have the Cisco packet tracer on the left side. All right. So to begin with, the required resources. We say we need one laptop, one Cisco 2960, and then one PC. So I'll go down here to network devices. I'll hit on switches. I'm going to look for 2960. I'll drag it and I'll drop it. Then I'll go look for the laptop under end devices, laptop, and then one PC. I'll grab the PC here, drop it. Okay. So I can work on changing the names here to match the topology. So if I click on laptop down here, I should be able to change that to L1. Do the same thing for the switch over here, S1. And then for the PC, I just do PC1. Okay, so for the cable connection, we are supposed to plug the laptop into FA01 and then the PC into FA02. So I'll go to cables, get a straight through cable, plug into fast Ethernet 0, and then on the switch, connect it to a fast Ethernet 01. Okay, and then I'll grab another cable, the switch, I'll go to 2, click on this, and go fast Ethernet 0. So now we have the connection established from the laptop to the switch, and then from the PC1 to the switch. Okay, so that is done up here. Okay. Objective. The goal of this lab is to create a connection between the laptop L1 and the PC1 and test connectivity between the two end devices. Alright, so pretty much what we want to do is we want to establish a connection from here all the way to here. And then after we do that, we should be able to test connectivity between the two devices. Okay, so drag and drop all required devices and connect the necessary cable as shown in the topology above. We've done that. Step 2, click on the switch. So click on the switch and go to the CLI tab. CLI tab up here. In the CLI it's supposed to be a tab. The CLI tab, type enter to go into the user exec mode. Enter. Alright, so once you see this greater than sign here, that means you are in the user exec mode. So once in the user exec mode, type the command enable to get into privilege exec mode. Enable. Alright, so the sign changed to a pound sign. So we are now in privilege exec mode. And it's asking us, okay, so in the privilege exec mode, type question mark and hit enter. So type a question mark. I guess I don't even need to enter, but yeah. What do you see? I see a bunch of output. So these are exec commands. As you can see up here, it says these are all commands that could be typed in the privilege exec mode, right? And then down here it says privilege exec mode allow you to access not only the commands listed above, which is these commands, but also access to all other commands available on the switch display, modify and change all the features on the switch. Okay, great. All right. So step 3, it says type the command below and answer the following questions. The command is show interface status. So show interfaces status. All right. So first question: how many fast Ethernet ports does the switch have? All right. So an FA is the same as a fast Ethernet. So how many FA ports do we have? Starting from the top, 1 through 24. So FA ports are 24 ports. How many gigabit Ethernet ports do we have? So gig also is the same as gigabit Ethernet port. So we have one and two. So we have 2 gigabit Ethernet ports. Okay, which ports are currently being used and how can you tell? So look, just looking at this status right here, there's two things: connected and not connected. So that's just English. So connected means it's plugged in. Not connected means it's nothing plugged in. So in this case, there's only two ports being used, FA1 and FA2, which pretty much the laptop is on FA1 and then the PC is on FA02. Okay, all right. So next step, type the command below and answer the following questions. Okay, so VLAN allows different computers and devices to be connected virtually to each other, as if they were in a LAN sharing a single broadcast domain. The VLAN is helpful for organizational use mainly because it can be used to segment a larger network into smaller segments. Which VLANs do you see? Alright, so far I see these are the VLANs on here. So 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. Okay. Which of the VLANs you see is considered the default VLAN? So just by looking through this, there's one that has the name of default, and that's a 1. So VLAN 1 will be the VLAN that we consider the default VLAN. Okay, that's so good. Alright, so now it says let's try some configuration. Anytime you want to configure or make changes to the configuration, you must go into the configuration mode. Okay, great. How do we get into the configuration mode? To get into configuration mode, type the command configure terminal and hit enter. Okay, so let's do this. Configure terminal, enter. Alright. So once we hit configure terminal, it says enter configuration commands one per line and with Control Z. Okay. Alright. Keep going. Once in configuration mode, we first want to create a new VLAN 99 called test VLAN. Alright, so looking up here, right now we only have 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. So what we're trying to achieve here is to create another one called 99. Okay, alright. So the command to create a VLAN is VLAN and then the VLAN number. So to create VLAN 99, the command will be VLAN 99. Okay, so we are in configuration mode. So we will go ahead and type VLAN 99, enter. Okay, so we didn't get any errors, and as you can tell, it changed from switch into bracket config into switch into bracket config dash VLAN. Okay, all right. So next one was command name test VLAN. We'll give the VLAN a name test VLAN. Okay, all right. So let's test that out. So name test VLAN, enter. Okay. So once that has been completed, type exit to go back into configuration mode. So right now we are in two different modes. So we are in config and then we are inside the VLAN configuration, right? So what it's saying is we got to type exit to go back to switch to bracket config. Okay, let's try that. So now we are only seeing, when we type exit, it took us back to where we were before we went into the config-VLAN. So we went in switch config, and then once we type the VLAN 99, we went into switch into bracket config-VLAN right there. And then once that was completed, we had to go back out into configuration mode. So we exited and it took us back here. Okay, so and another exit to go back into privileged exec mode. So we need one more exit. Right, so now we are in the privileged exec mode. Great. So when back in privileged exec mode, type the command show VLAN and verify if VLAN 99 was successfully created. Okay, so show VLAN And as we can see, we have a new VLAN created. It's called test VLAN, number is 99 and it's currently active. Alright, so once this is confirmed, then you are ready to move on to the next step. Okay, step 5. An IP an internet protocol address is a network address for your computer. So the internet knows where to send your emails, data, and killer monkey in two means. In the days of snail mail, if you wrote a heartfelt letter to your grandma Betty, stamp it into it and put it in the mail. See. Okay, data. That's all right. An IP address is a network address for your computer, so the internet knows where to send your email data, right? In the days of snail mail, if you wrote a heartfelt letter to your grandma and stamped it and you put it in the mailbox, but you didn't include an address, grandma will never read your kind words because the mailman wouldn't know where to send it. The internet works in a similar way. The data sent online needs a space to land, and all it will just float around, lost in cyberspace. On this step, you will be assigning IP addresses to the laptop and PC. Alright, to assign an IP address to the PC or laptop, first click on the PC or laptop. So I hide this. I clicked on the laptop. Okay, and laptop, go to desktop, and go to IP configuration. Alright, so this is the information down here. Once in IP configuration, assign the values below to the appropriate device. For L1, which is a laptop, IPv4 address is 192.168.0.1. IPv4 address 192.168.0.1. Subnet mask. Okay. So once you have entered the necessary value, you can close the IP configuration menu. Okay, so I don't need this. I don't need that. Do the same thing for PC1. Go to desktop, configuration, version 192.168.0.2. Subnet mask. Okay. Alright, so once done, you can go ahead and close out. Verify connectivity. So log back into S1, refer back to step 2. So step 2, click on the switch and go to the CLI tab. Okay, we're already in there, so alright, now let's go back down. Alright, so type the command below in privilege exec mode. So right now we see the pound sound, so we are already in privilege exec mode. Alright. Show MAC address. Show MAC address table. Okay. So what do you see? I see 2 entries, one coming out of F02 and one coming out of F01. Alright, so what that tells me is the F02 is the PC, so this entry belongs to the PC. And then that entry, since the laptop is plugged into FA01, that entry belongs to the laptop. Okay, great. Ping. A ping is a command line utility available on virtually any operating system with network connectivity that acts as a test to see if a networked device is reachable. The ping command sends a request over the network to a specific device. A successful ping results in a response from the computer that was pinged back to the original computer. Now we are ready to test the connectivity with a ping. Go back to the topology, click on the laptop, and then go to command prompt. So I'm going to hide this, go back to laptop and and then command prompt. Okay, and then once in command prompt, type the command below. So I'm going to ping into so in this case, I think that one belongs to, yep, so that one actually belongs to the laptop. So we are going to try pinging the .2 instead, and that worked. So did the ping test succeed or fail? How can I tell? So we sent four packets and we got 4 replies. And as you can see down here, there's your reply, reply, and then down here it says sent 4, received 4 down here, and it also says lost equals 0% loss. So that is the end of the lab. Thank you for watching.